This is the last day of Black History Month, so happy History Month. And I want to give my overview of the entire month. Now, there will be some events that are missed, but I just want to hit certain key points. And one of the main key points, oh, look at my shirt. It says, proud of my heritage. I know it's reversed. I don't know how to flip it. But getting back to what I was saying. Starting how this Black History Month began versus how it ended. And so this thing began with Shabuzi. Shabuzi saying that immigrants built America, which is an outright lie. Immigrants advanced America. And that was the pretty much the precursor to how the entire month has been going on. And this has been one of the most hair raising, side eyeing, um, what you say to me type of months. We've had Donald Trump taking down monuments. We've had um, people from other nationalities and ethnicities um, call us out because we didn't support what they were going through. Super Bowl. We've had other nationalities and ethnicities call us dirty. Black Americans, by the way. We even had to defend Black History Month and had to remind people who said they are really smarter than Black Americans that Black history is for everybody in their sport, which is not true. We just added y'all in there in later decades, preferably the 90s. Um, but we had to remind people that this started as Negro Week and expanded into a entire month. And then you had the casual racists out here saying, why do black people get a month? Forgetting that um, White History Month is not a month, it's the entire year. I mean, it's gotten so bad the fact that they're whitewashing it in history books, giving to schools. So think about that. Yeah. And in those books, they want to call them immigrants too, involuntary immigrants. So yeah, this is all to say that this should have woken up a lot of black people, especially black Americans, to say that we have no allies. I won't say friends, because friends goes deeper than that, but we have no allies. Like, to be quite honest, going back to the Bad Bunny Super Bowl, myself, I have lost interest in football. I still have my favorite teams, but I don't watch football. That includes the Super Bowl, and I wasn't interested in the Super Bowl this year, unlike how I was last year with Kendrick Lamar. One, because I'm not a Bad Bunny fan. I only know one song of his, and even then, I can't pronounce that song. So him being the Super Bowl performance, I had no interest into it. But people online, mainly those of the Latin community, were really upset about Black Americans, not about white Americans, and their whole "we're going to do our own American halftime league with again with a questionable what is that the artist you know Epstein files be letting everybody know. Um, and they have nothing in that. They were more concerned about what we were doing, which is wild. Not only that, we have Donald Trump posting on Black History Month Michelle and Barack Obama as monkeys. And this shows who their primary target is. Everybody wants to talk about the Epstein files. Everybody wants to talk about the war the war in the Middle East because apparently because of a certain group, um, they want a new war in the Middle East. Go figure. They still have time to come poke jabs at Black Americans. The spore war that's going on the internet. Um, People keep taking shots. The movement FBA, which I do agree with, um, to certain points. Um, they want to label that as one, an organization, and two, a hate group, which is not. It never started. People asked questions, we answered them. They didn't like the answers, so they started getting aggressive. And then so when we started calling them out on it, they want to get even up more upset about it. So now we're a hate. So now those who claim FBA are a hate group. To what happened at the BAFTAs, and what made me so upset about the BAFTAs is okay. The guy warned everybody. The guy warned everybody. He warned the BBC that, hey, I know I'm about this movie and everything, but certain things trigger me. It was then found out that they had a hot mic, but not only that, that this man had said other expletives and vulgarities that they edited out. But they kept the one that would get the most views. So, as much as I want to be mad at that John person, I totally forgot his name. He warned them. He warned the award people. He warned the BAFTAs. He warned the this the promoters and whatnot. He warned them all, but they still wanted to get his hot take. And now they want to backtrack because they thought they were gonna play in some people's face. They're gonna play in Black Americans' face. And now people who would never have been a part of this discussion when it comes to race and ethnicity and racism are now like, oh snap, now I gotta be a part of it. Yeah, because your people across the pond thought that they could do it and not get called out on it. And that's the main thing right there. They found a third party individual, the gentleman with the Reds. They put a mic there. And they thought, hey, wouldn't it be funny? And found out, no, it's not funny. And they're getting called out of it. So much so that Warner Brothers came out and said, hey, we warned them not to do that crap. This goes into what Black Americans have been talking about when it comes to Black British folks. When it's like, you didn't fight for your position. You came over here where we fought for our position and we made a platform for ourselves, but then the lie that y'all are better trained and y'all are more thespians, like, no, you just didn't fight for your position, and now we know why. They like to play in your face. From the beginning, when it came to the Grammys, to the end, when it came to the BAFTAs, it started with disrespect for Black Americans and it ended with disrespect for Black Americans. And now, at the end of Black History Month, we found out that Donald Trump is trying to start a war in the Middle East for a certain group. This was a very eye-opening Black History Month. I didn't post a whole lot. I posted a lot during the beginning of the month, but I didn't for the rest of this month. And I'm going to share this on Facebook. But in all honesty, to be quite honest, this has made me realize that not only do I need to be stomped down and repeating my history, which I have been very lackadaisical as a Black American, in not only repeating but also continuing my history. Um, it's just gonna have to be one of the moments where um, it's gonna be an FU and keep it moving. There was a post earlier this month that a mutual of mine said, like, what has turned the other cheek gotten us? That's exactly true. That's true. It's like, no, it's going to be a FU and keep it moving. Because there's no more turn the cheek. If disrespect comes, disrespect's going to get disrespect. And this is going to be like for the rest of the year. Just going to let you know. Happy Black History Month.